nutrition. For today, I'm going to cover part 1, 6.1 to 6.3. But for today, I'm only to cover 6.1. That is type of nutrition. So in this subtopic 6.1, you're going to learn two types of nutrition and the explanation for each type of nutrition. We need to know the two terms in this chapter. The first one is nutrition and the second one is nutrient. Okay, nutrition simply means the entire process by which organisms obtain energy and nutrient from food. So, what is the functions of the nutrition? The function for nutrition is for growth, maintenance and repair of damaged tissue. So we eat food. If we get sick, we will get recover later. So the next term you need to know is nutrient. Nutrient simply means that substances required for the nourishment of an organism. So there are two types of nutrition. The first one is autotroph and the second one is heterotroph. From the word itself, auto means self, like automatic means by its own. So troph means feed. And combine the verb of these two words, it means self-feeding. So autotroph simple means use simple inorganic substances and either light energy, or we know it as photosynthesis, or chemical energy, chemosynthesis to synthesis food. The second one is heterotroph. What mean by heterotroph? Heterotroph means obtains energy through intake and digestion. Highlight these two words, intake and digestion of organic substances like animal and plant tissue. Okay, the first one we're going to learn about autotroph is this autotroph is classified into two groups. The first one is photosynthesis and the second one is chemosynthesis. We learn photosynthesis since our primary school. So photosynthesis simply means they use energy from sunlight to produce organic molecule from CO2 and H2O. So, for example, all green plants. Why all green plants? Because they contain chloroplast. Okay. The second one is chemosynthesis. One of autotrophic is chemosynthesis. From the word chemosynthesis itself, it means that the organism use energy from oxidation of inorganic substances to synthesis organic compound. So the example is sulfur bacteria oxidize sulfur to sulfate, and Nitrosomonas species oxidize ammonium to nitrate. These two example is quite important for your MCQ question, so please take note. The two differences between photosynthesis and chemosynthesis is they use different forms of source or form to produce their own food. For photosynthesis, they use light energy. For chemosynthesis, they use oxidation of inorganic substances. That is the two main differences. And you need to know the example for photosynthesis and chemosynthesis. It further divided to three groups. The first one is holozoid nutrition, the second one is saprophytism, and the last one is parasitism. So the first one is holozoid nutrition. Example of holozoid nutrition is human. So what mean by holozoid nutrition? The organism feed by ingesting solid organic matter, which is then digest and absorb into their body. For example, human, animal, and insectivorous plant. For example, So the next one is saprophytism. Okay, we know that saprophyte. We learned that saprophyte is the organism that feeds on dead and decaying matter. For example, it includes bacteria and fungi, which digest the food externally before nutrients are absorbed. Which means when there is dead matter, the bacteria and fungi will digest the dead matter externally. Will digest the food externally, which means they will digest the food outerly before the nutrients are absorbed. So, the third one is parasitism, parasite, which means it harms other organisms. So, parasitism simply means organism which obtain nutrients from living organism by living on or in the body of the host. For example, fly, lice and tapeworm. So for example, tapeworm. We know that we need to take the medicine every 6 months. Why? Because it's to remove the worm in our body. So the tapeworm is one type of the parasitism. If the tapeworm is not removed, it will be harm our body. Okay. So for the holozoa nutrition is further divided into two groups. The first one is herbivore and carnivore. We know that herbivore is the organism that feed on plants. For example, grasshopper, tortoise and rabbit. They feed on plants. The second one is carnivore. That means the organism that feed on the other animal. From this picture, we see that the leopard it feeds on the deers maybe. So another one. So I want to ask, human is classified as herbivore or carnivore? Not both, right? Humans eat plants and animals. So human is classified as omnivore. So okay, now I'm going to explain furthermore about saprophytism. Saprophytism is organism that feeds on the excrement or the dead body or tissue of other dead and decaying matter. Like I explained before, they feed on the dead matter, like the dead body of animal. Then the saprophyte cannot make food for themselves. For example, it includes most fungi. Then many bacteria and protozoa, animals such as dung beetle and a few unusual plants including several orchids. That means they feed on the other organism that is dead. Okay, the last one is parasitism. Parasitism is the organism that feed on the living body. Living body, highlight living body or tissue of the other. For example, fungi, bacteria, virus and protozoa. So you can see from here. And one more special about parasite is this Rafflesia plant. It is parasite to the other plants as well. Okay, to summarize what we learned today. The first one is the definition of nutrition and nutrient. The second one is the two types of nutrition, that is autotroph and heterotroph. Autotroph is further divided into two. The first one is photosynthesis and second one is chemosynthesis. And heterotroph is further divided into three groups, that is holozoic nutrition, and second one saprophytism, and the last one is parasitism. That's all for me. Thank you.